problem.
Okay.
Is the sound okay?
Oh yeah, sounds great.
All right. So we will need probably 10-15 minutes. I'm still waiting for the principal.
Okay, that's no problem.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Y'all come over here. Yeah, we're trying to make it's not.
That's true.
I'm sorry, we normally would have it on the big screen,
You do this and then after.
攞住先啦。哦，好啊。台近少少好冇？嗯？人哋望到你嘅小心啲啊！呢個咧望唔望到啊？呢個望唔望？
嗯。
好嘅。記住咧，佢會問你 exchange 啲嘢啊。你講，唔驚。係啦，即係人哋嚟到咯，會住你屋企啦。咁食啊、住啊嗰啲係你會俾錢啦，除非佢自己想買嘢啦。咁人哋應該會問你嘅 experience 以前係點樣咧？好好咁都得嘅。係啊。咁如果佢問你之前試過同邊幾間咧？意大利啦、大陸啦，係咯。冇啦，台中啦，係啊，台灣啦。唔係出世。點解你哋到齊晒？點解咁咩嘅？我哋遲咗。係啦，都未到，唔係7點半先開始啊嘛。佢開動部機啫嘛。哦。唔可以食。
M 樓冇開到，我諗住擺嗰啲
月餅。M 樓？
係啊，即係個。
哦，工友未冇咁快㗎，佢擺老師嗰啲 lunch 先開嘅。望到。望到。望到。哦，呢個係1年。
我可唔可以擺住喺嗰個雪櫃先？
可以，你擺住先。都唔係擺嗰啲櫃嗰啲。邊個？開咗先。少人嘅。家長嚟嘅啲應該。係家長嚟㗎。唔係學生嚟㗎。定係學生？你哋有幾多個人啊？你哋3？你哋得3個㗎，係嘛？好強啊！我中4揾咗3個做 committee。咁你話揾咗邊個啊 ？Kevin 啊？揾多2個女仔俾我啊！
好啊。
Junior Form 都 OK 嘅。冇揾 Form 1 2咯，3、4。
你出門口邊度？ 開始。
等校長就可以開始。
好驚，
嗰時7點半，
好大壓力喎！突然之間。
十嗰時7點半嘅。見唔見校長架車？
唔知而家。知啊。不如整下，整一百咩？兩餐係咪一條 stop 一條，跟住
有啊，有個咪去。
咪 stop。
點解你哋食完嘢咧？點坐咧？呢度隔離咁樣3個啦，你哋搬凳過嚟。或者你哋坐嗰個台都得，但係褪前少少就得啦。OK， 快啲食啦！我一開佢已經就 connect 啦。
做乜點打？
係啊。我哋係咪瞄咗？我頭先撳咗1次，但唔知係咪。
Can you see us?
Yes, very clear.
Yeah, Catherine, we're using our connection through Region 13, but we're on our computer, so it's kind of a melding of two technologies here.
All right, no problem.
Well, we're very interested. We're having a parent meeting as well as having some of our students here, and I have the YMCA, our city YMCA director here, Aaron, and my building principal is kind of occupied right now, so I don't know if they're going to be here or not. So I may have to offer some apologies, but we are very glad to meet you, and we're very glad to be able to start a process in which we hopefully will end up in in a much better relationship. And we're so excited that a couple of parents wanted just to come and actually find out a little bit more about it too, so I invited them. So we have 3 students. And
Yeah, same here, Michael. We are very excited, and I hope it really works. So I'll introduce the gentleman next to me. That's our school principal, Mr. Chan.
Hello,
hello.
Hi.
I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It is 7:30 in the morning in Hong Kong. What time is it in your side?
6:30 at night.
At night? Okay.
Yeah,
so you're having your dinner soon.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having our dinner soon. In fact, we were going to think of something that would be really kind of cool. One day we would eat breakfast with you guys at night, and we could watch you eat your breakfast, and we could eat our food here. So it would be a virtual way to eat. But yeah, we are very hungry to learn more about you guys.
Yes, we do.
We're also hungry.
We are very excited to having this kind of wonderful experience, to having breakfast together.
Yeah, I like that. We could bring some breakfast tacos, and we could be munching on those right now. They were good any time of the day, and we get a little barbecue, and we can have a good old time. And you could bring some noodles and ramen, and all kinds of good. Yeah, I know, but I watch a lot of Korean, and and Taiwan and Chinese dramas, so I kind of know what some people eat, but I don't think it's really realistic watching dramas either. So I'd like to actually meet people and see what they really eat. Although in Texas, we
are having together with us the company of 3 of our students. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, sure. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
So I'm Ricky from year 12.
And hello, I'm Claudia from year 12 too.
And I'm Mandy from year 12.
Wow, congratulations. And you dressed up so nicely today too. Is that your...
Yes, they have to wear uniform. Yes, they're uniform.
No, that's not a uniform. I thought those were just regular dress clothes. That looks so good. That really does look nice. Now, we didn't dress up in a uniform, although we have like YMCA clothes on, but our students will do some stuff. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Cecilia. I'm in 9th grade.
My name is Jackie and I'm in 9th grade.
My name is Carrie and I'm in 12th grade.
Okay. So, and then Stephanie is in 12th grade and Cameron's in 11th grade, but they just had to leave for some other deals. And this is their parents.
Miguel Perez, I'm Cecilia.
Okay. And as you might could tell, many of our students will speak English and Spanish as well. And actually, which is really exciting, we have one
Oh.
student that just came from Hong Kong and enrolled in our school. So we actually have one student that is a Chinese native that'll speak Chinese as well. And he couldn't make it.
A very warm welcome to all of you from Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Erin Douglas. I'm the YMCA director at a local Y here that runs this program or helps. I'm their liaison for their youth and government program at this high school.
And I don't know how the YMCAs are in Hong Kong, but the YMCAs here are very active in the school. And we run a program called Youth and Government. So it's a lot more than just hostels or hotels or athletic facilities like it is in some parts of the world.
Right. Yeah. The Y in the U.S. is a little bit more. Well, we're really in the community, but we also have like health and basically fitness centers and that kind of thing. Whereas I think around the world, there's hostels and there's different types of youth programs. Do you guys have a YMCA there in Hong Kong? I think so.
Yes, we have YMCA here in Hong Kong, a very strong NGO. We have also had YWCA too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Good.
My grandmother used to work at the YWCA for a long time. But the YWCA is not as large here in the United States as it used to be.
Yeah.
The YMCA.
The same in Hong Kong.
Oh, okay. At one time when I grew up in Minnesota, they used to be almost similar, or not similar, but I mean about the same size. And something's happened. But anyways, that's enough said. Tell us a little bit about your school, and we'll tell you a little bit about our school.
Okay, good. Perhaps our student will tell more about our school to you.
Okay, sure. Actually, our school is located at a very nice place with like many trees and flowers are planted nearby. So actually, our school has a area of 7,000 square meters, which is a very big campus, and it is fully facilitated with a lot of laboratories, which is beneficial to our studies. Like when we're having science subjects, we can also go to the laboratories and perform some experiments, as well as apart from that, we can also we do have a cookery room, which is used to when we're having home economic lessons. So we can actually go to the cookery room to perform like cooking and to learn more life skills. Yeah, like this.
Wow, that's really good.
So like where we are located, this excuse me, this laboratory is actually an ecology laboratory, which is actually a geography laboratory. So it is fully facilitated with many pieces of equipment. So so it makes our life very, very delighted. Yeah, make our school life very happy.
Oh, cool.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah, that's nice.
So now we're showing you the view of our ecology lab.
In the past, it is an geography room. It takes the curriculum to include ecology and environment conservation into our curriculum. That is why we established this kind of ecology laboratory.
Wow, that's really good. That's very impressive. You must have a very dynamic leader, school leader there, huh?
But the most important is a dynamic group of staff and also students.
Oh, yeah, and I think those teachers probably need a good raise too, right?
He's
I'm
being silly.
No, I was trying to be really nice. Catherine, tell us a little bit about your position there and at the school, and what do you do as a social studies chairman?
I'm the head of the social science board, and I handle the whole social science subjects, including economics, liberal studies, business and accounting, Chinese history. And on top, I teach economics and liberal studies, and I handle the video conferences.
Wow.
Which is part of my ledger.
Wow, that's really good. It's very impressive, too. We'll tell you a little bit about our school, if you'd like to know. We have about 3,300 students.
Yes, sure.
We're located about 2 miles from the International Airport here in Austin. Austin's the capital of Texas, and we have about 2 million people live in the Austin greater area. We're kind of known as a live music capital of Texas, or live music capital of the world, I guess. I don't know. But we're in our school district itself. We're about 1.5 miles or so from our Formula One race that's coming up. And we're going to be about 1 mile or so away from one of the largest water parks in the inland water parks are building. Of course, people are building a water park just down the road here too. So, yeah, it's a pretty dynamic place. But most of ours is kind of a mixture between city and rural. So we'll have students who are urban, and we'll have students who are rural still. So we're kind of like in the urban community right outside of Austin. We have school from 9 to 12 grades, and I actually teach debate and speech, or debate and government, and we work with the YMCA program here, and Cecilia will be one of the students who will be participating with her partner doing some moot courts. And I think that's about it. Maybe for the students in the United States here, we're in our age group, we're probably maybe 90% Hispanic in our school. So it's diverse in the respect that we have a lot of people that will speak Spanish, and a lot of people maybe speak Spanish at home and English here. So we have a lot of second language learners, and that's pretty common throughout the state of Texas. And we're anything else?
No, I was gonna say maybe Cecilia wanted to share anything, but do you think of anything?
Well, it's really fun here. I like my electives, having to go to dance. I also have gym, which is really fun too. We get to do activities and play around, play volleyball or different activities.
Okay, so that's pretty much. I guess you would say we're located about 6 or 7 miles, or maybe 10 miles from the nearest mall. Most kids like to go mall, just like everything else. We're located about 7 miles from downtown, 7 miles from the state capitol, probably about 5 miles from where the YMCA is at. So, even though some of our students are from rural areas, we're really located very close to the city. In fact, so close that the way they changed it up, we're probably the closest school to the airport now. And we used to be right across from the airport. It used to be an Air Force base.
That sounds great, Micah. Shall we talk about the exchange? See if the parents or your YMCA staff would like to ask something.
Oh, goodness. Well,
so we can get familiar with what we're looking for in the future.
Yeah. So from what Mr. Cunningham is saying, we may eventually want to plan some sort of, maybe at least sometime in the distant future, plan some sort of a trip. Like, I guess we would love to have more international with our YMCA. So we extend the invite, like if there's ever a time you guys want to visit, we could probably accommodate that somehow, or vice versa. But I think obviously these kinds of things take a lot of planning. So we're kind of just wanting to get the ball rolling on continuing these kinds of conferences and learning from each other, but also maybe someday the law school can come here and visit, so the students can learn about the different types of government, and or vice versa. At some point, maybe we can go there. But yeah, I think that there's a lot we can, kind of build on. So.
Yeah, they're very interested in having you guys come. The parents are very interested in trying to meet different people in different cultures. And then we'd be very interested in trying to do the same, next fall or something to that effect. We also wanted to mention that the Y has about 10, 11 other schools in this area, and they might be interested in trying to do some things as well. So we might want to add and maybe make of people coming, maybe several schools coming back to Hong Kong, a group of representatives from our school, representatives from a couple other schools as well. But we would let you meet them on the way over. So if you came over here, then you would meet people from a couple other high schools. You get to meet some of our politicians, and you would get to meet, quite a few different people here in Texas. It'll be a lot of fun because we're getting in the middle of a silly political season with a lot of politics. So I don't think we have any problem at all trying to bring some politicians to come and talk, because they would love to. We have a primary coming up on March the 1st, which is going to be pretty big maybe for some people. So we might get quite a few people interested in coming to talk.
I think it's good. We have a long history for this kind of school exchange, and to the mainland China, to Australia, and to Italy, and also to Taiwan. And we are looking forward to building this kind of partnership with school in elsewhere, especially in Texas. Perhaps there are lots of exciting things that we can do during the exchange. The most importantly is trying to let the student in our school and also at your school know about each other, so they can appreciate the multicultural perspective in the different places.
Oh yeah, I think that would be really good for us, because we don't get to meet as many. We'll meet people, but we don't get to meet as many international people here as we would probably like to do.
I think global learning is so important because it really does what you said, which is it gives youth a global perspective versus their own little perspective of their world, and it really opens them up to different experiences and puts them it just in a better place to understand other cultures and other ways of life. And that's something I'm actually very passionate about here. And if you guys came to Austin, I think we could obviously make it a really fun experience, but primarily obviously the kids would learn from each other. So.
Yeah, I think we'd end up making a whole lot better world. Too many people nowadays, especially in the States, are too concerned about themselves and not concerned about other people around the world, and it gets to be real troublesome. I think a lot has to do with the way we educate people.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Catherine?
So, Micah, yeah, we're just thinking, if any idea, how would you like the programs to start? Would your students like to come over first, or you would want us to go over there? When is the best time? How much time would you need to prepare the host families, if we could discuss about this?
Okay, yeah. My suggestion, we talked to Aaron, would be that you would come here first, and maybe you and the principal, you and somebody would come in a couple months or whatever, and then come in April. We got some really good activities planned in April, some really special ones, maybe on an international basis. And then we would look at trying to do something next year the same time on this part.
I think I'll jump in too. I know that international trips they're not cheap, and it takes a lot of planning. So I think we're really just in the very introductory phase of this. It's something I would need to discuss with the YMCA too, but I think we could, depending on what kind of timeline you guys need, we would be ready to figure out hosting and figure out kind of what that looks like on our end. I think, really depends on maybe how soon you guys could arrange something to come here.
She had told me earlier that they were ready to go in November, and then
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
So I think that we could go that timeline, and we could be working on our timeline to do it in a year from now for us. So if we could start that would be great. I think that would give us enough lead time to get a couple schools involved and get some people involved. And I'd really like to have the host families actually get to go back, and they get to have their children go to Hong Kong. So that would be kind of fun.
I think it would be better if a delegation from each school can visit each other first to know more about the school, and so that we can plan, and then to give the confidence for the students and the parents that this is a good place for us to do exchange.
Okay.
So before we send our students to your school, perhaps we need to organize a visit for the staff, or so that we can meet first, and then we discuss about the detail about how the exchange will be doing in the future.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think that makes sense as long as that's something you guys are able to do. It would be great to meet you guys and kind of plan the program together, and then I guess, launch it later on with the kids.
Yes, yes.
So
perhaps we can send you an invitation letter to invite your principal as well as your staff to visit Hong Kong first, perhaps for a few days, and then we can organize and reciprocate visit to your school, and before we plan for the next step.
Okay, that sounds really good. We'll be glad to do that then. And we'll send our principal, or we'll send somebody from our central office to try to see it. I'll send invitations out, and we'll see what we can do, okay?
Yes, it will be good.
Sounds cool.
Okay. Well, we really thank you so much. This is very wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, and shall we keep in touch with each other through email and plan for the next stage?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
We are looking forward to receiving you in Hong Kong.
Okay,
Sounds
thank
good.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bye.